ask now that you please rise and remove your hats for our invocation and national anthem.
Please rise, bitches.
Our invocation, Monty Self from the Motor Racing Outreach.
From the Motor Racing Department of Religious Bullshit.
Heavenly Father, we're thankful for the opportunity to
Heavenly
be here
Father, who
today,
doesn't exist,
for the
we thank you
ability
today.
To be here and for the health to be in this beautiful facility.
As you
We
will have
pray,
no
Father,
impact
that
on
you'll
this
fill
race
our
because you're
hearts
not
with your
real.
love and peace, our minds with
Thank
your
God this
wisdom,
race is
in
short.
this beautiful place with
It's
your
Pocono.
presence,
There's only a
so that all
20%
we do
chance of
today
rain,
will
which
honor
usually
you.
equates to about a
And we ask,
45 to
Father, that
50%
you
chance of
bless
rain everywhere
all the
else.
fans, the track services personnel,
But let's
the
remain
crews,
optimistic.
and
This
the
is a short
drivers
race, and
with
Kyle
your
Busch is starting at the
protection
rear.
and with a safe
Will
and
that last
exciting
long?
race.
No, of course he's
For
going to
it's
get to
in
the
Christ's
front.
name.
Oh, my sweet
Amen.
Lord.
To present our national anthem, singer, songwriter, and actress Miley Rose.
Jose, can you see? Mute. Oh, it's a ginger. Why are they letting a ginger sing the national anthem? I kid. And okay, this is pissing me off. Come on, phone. I'm trying to get my stream on my phone. I still can't see comments because I don't have my fucking stream up. If you don't mind.
Present our national anthem, singer.
Yay, there we are. Okay. One moment. Still can't see comments. This is such a short race. We should get a good break between streams. What's up, Michael? Hello, Robert. Other Robert. See, we have multiple Roberts that pop into my streams. It's been an interesting week in my life. I just tell you guys, don't drink. Liver failure is not fun to watch. I mentioned this in the GTA stream. One of my closest friends, her mom is on her deathbed right now. No coming back. Because of drinking. And she's only 46. And only really became like a hardcore alcoholic a few years ago. So you got Gillen, Creed, and Priest. You know, thank God this is Kyle Busch / truck race of the year. Good to see Brian Priest back in this series, honestly. The only interesting thing about this race is that it's a short race and Kyle Busch will start at the back. But he'll get to the front. But 60 laps ain't a lot. Even at a place like Pocono, it's really not a lot. That's a cute dog. Ren Infinger sure has a cute dog. Most people are like, oh, look at the cute baby. No, I'm like, look at the doggo. Look at the cute dog in the background. Excuse me. I think I fell asleep around 3:30 and woke up a little after 10 this morning. So I'm pretty well rested. Did you see Kyle Busch's interview with Todd Bodine before the race? How fucking awkward that was. Kyle got triggered by something Todd asked him and started being a dick on TV.
Quickest way and easiest way to pass, right? So you try to get all those positions.
Todd took it well. Todd Bodine knows nobody likes him.
But the problem is when you get to the end of that straightaway, you got to go around a corner. And you get to that corner, and if you're in the wrong
Do you know at the end of straightaways there's corners?
You could be in serious trouble, and I know that from experience. I was leading the race going into turn 1, ended up getting spun out off of turn 2, so anything can happen on these restarts.
Yeah, you know you have to get all you can because once they get strung out, it is hard to run them back down. We talk about them 4, 5, 6 wide. ARCA proved yesterday you can go 12 wide and somehow make it work. And when they get to turn 1, to Todd's point, yeah, they'll be give and take until there's about 10 laps to go.
3 streams today. I think I'll do. Well, I want to do SRX, but it's Eldora. Tony Stewart's just going to fucking win again, isn't he? Don't you think Tony Stewart's just going to win again tonight as easy as Stafford was for him? He played so much at Stafford. He let Michael Waltrip pass him at one point, put on a show.
And hope that it turns and hope that the splitter doesn't bottom out.
And the other guy's got to hope the same thing, that their splitter doesn't bottom out and get run into.
Yeah,
that's what can happen down there.
Well, we know that driver is probably pretty confident. Kyle Busch hoping to potentially get another.
Kyle Busch is doing what I've started doing in my NASCAR 2005 career mode, starting every race from the back.
Get the victory. It would be his first of the 2021 season. So we've been looking at all these guys. We've been talking about them. So it is time now for us to go ahead and make our race pick selections. And
Deal, bet Kyle Busch wins.
Well, I think that Austin Hill's been strong all year.
Austin Hill's done everything but win this year.
Okay.
This is definitely one of his best racetracks. Like I said earlier, finished second here last year. I think today he goes.
Well, can we get to the fucking race, please?
Austin Hill, you've been making that pick a lot. And
Would I be willing to buy? No.
think Larry.
Well, as a guest,
I'm not even buying myself
Right.
games on the summer sale.
I'm going to stay away from Kyle Busch, but I like the driver that's on the pole, Todd Gilliland. We talked about him earlier, the momentum, the confidence.
Star Wars Squadrons is free this month on PlayStation Plus. I finally got it. I haven't played it yet, but I got it.
I'm going with the guy we did talk about earlier.
Patience is a virtue. I waited and waited and waited, and that game popped up for free. That's the reason I did not buy the shitty Avengers game, because I'm not paying for it. It'll be free on PS Plus one day.
Kyle, because we know that our partner in the booth today, Phil Parsons, he's going to take Kyle Busch. So
always
with
picks
his
Kyle.
Yeah. Speaking of them, that's it for us, Todd, Larry, and myself. It's time now for race coverage.
Trouble hard into the outside wall. Oh.
Fucking shut up. Yeah, that truck race here at Pocono last year was wild. Of course, Pocono race weekend last year was plagued by rain, because why wouldn't it be? Yeah, I do make exceptions, but like people would absolutely go, you should know a party. It's like, no. Not even a $2 game. This ain't UNICEF. I'm the live streamer. I should be getting $2 donations. But I don't make any money. Not from streaming anyway.
It's presented by Blue Emu.
By Blue Emu. I started my stream way too early.
In the regular season,
I thought it was like right at 12 o'clock about to start, and I started my stream, and I realized, oh, it was like 11:54 or something.
Series champ is on the outside looking in, trying to avoid missing the playoffs for the second straight year. Meanwhile, rookie Chandler
Johnny Sauter, as old as you are, if you missed the truck playoffs 2 years in a row, you might as well find something new to do on Fridays and Saturdays.
And today is special. It's his 19th birthday. Surely the bubble wouldn't burst today, would it? Maybe this is the day Austin Hill will be first to take the checkers. We've been waiting. It's sure to happen soon for last year's regular season champ. He's won 6 times the last 2 years, but none in 21. He was runner-up here a year ago. Or can Ryan Preece do something that's been done only once before? That's when his first 2 series starts. The Cup regular won in his debut last week. Can he bring that guitar to Pocono and score another winner? It's time to go trackside and get that command.
You made a homemade pizza? That's
And now,
badass.
to deliver the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome our Grand Marshal, Perry Cazone, CEO of CRC Industries.
Pocono!
Welcome everyone to Pocono Raceway in the CRC.
I saw a Dale Jr. Pocono Sweep 124 diecast set for $200, and I was like, oh, I want it. But of course I didn't get it.
Thank you all essential workers for helping us get here, and thank you all
Shut up.
employees around the world. Ties, number 66, truck, brake clean truck, good luck. Drivers, start your engines.
What kind of fucking command was that? I heard the trucks fired up before he was even done with the command. Let's watch some trucking. That's my Vince Welch impression.
If you're not familiar with it, well, it has some unique characteristics. Turn 1, modeled after the old
Hey, did you know that Pocono has 3 corners and they're all different based on other racetracks? Did you know that? Did you know that?
it out today. Great to have you with us along with Phil Parsons. I'm Vince Welch, and Phil, as we saw the track map there, it is a unique layout, and it's going to be tough to figure out, but maybe the biggest challenge for all these racers here today How do you beat Kyle Busch? I think I'd rather have to figure out the track than have to figure out how to beat Kyle.
That's for sure, Vince. And this track is a bunch of unknowns. Most of the guys in the garage area told me this morning that this one place is a racetrack they would wish they could have some practice. That guy right there knows how to get it done. That's one of the knowns. But we have 3 different corners that you mentioned.
Wow, Pocono has 3 different corners. Now, I've been watching races here for 25 years and never really knew that.
Right side tire before anywhere. The tires are different sizes than they've been before. They really don't know where their splitters are going to be. There's so many unknowns going into this race today. And last year, remember, we had so much carnage. We had 9 caution flags. Almost half the laps were run under caution last year. And this is a short race. Pit strategy comes into. Other than that, everything's good.
Well, and you've also got the drama of the playoffs.
Pocono was better before stages, fuel mileage strategies, and shit like that. Go back and watch the second Pocono race from 2015, the one that Matt Kenseth won. You probably won't see that anymore. You still could, there's a chance, but it's just not as likely.
It's a 3-horse race for the 9th and 10th spot. You see Carson Hocevar.
In the Cup races, I would work out the stages to where Stage 3 starts where you cannot make it to the end, but maybe make it to the end if you catch enough cautions or something. Just to manufacture, we're all about manufacturing excitement, manufacture a fuel mileage run by making the 3rd stage in the Cup race a certain length. Easy. Come on, NASCAR, hire me. Give me a job. I don't want to paint for the next 20 years.
First, we'll say hello to Kate. Welcome to the program, Kate.
Hi,
Good
Kate.
to be on the trucks team here today. You know, Vince, another one of those drivers who's in that must-win situation is the number 19 of Derek Kraus. Getting medically cleared just yesterday to race after that nasty crash he had at Nashville. He did say that there were some key takeaways and some positive momentum. First pole, first stage win. Now, today he is starting 24th.
Hey, Derek Kraus, hope you drive better than you do on iRacing, you dick. Derek Kraus is a dick on iRacing.
And he hopes to follow him.
Speaking of dicks, you see Ty Gibbs in the fucking ARCA race yesterday?
Kate Austin Hill is another driver who feels...
Ty Gibbs, my respect for that dumbass has plummeted so far. He's not to Noah Gragson levels of, like, heat with me yet, but Ty Gibbs, you're a fucking whiny bitch. Like, sorry, dude. Ty Gibbs is a fucking crybaby. You can run into me. You blocked him to the pit wall, you goofy fuck.
They've had to overcome so far this season.
That's my Ty Gibbs rant.
Not like the way it races in the 3rd and final stage of each of these races. They've made some changes for the truck for here at Pocono. Hopefully, it'll play out today, Vince.
That's for sure, Jamie. Not much room for error in a race with few laps. Few laps and high risk. It's going to be...
Yeah, Deegan failed pre-race inspection. Are you sure? Because it said no trucks going to the rear. If you fail pre-race, don't you go to the rear? Anyway. Seriously, did you guys see Kyle Busch's interview before with Todd Bodine on the pre-race show? Oh, that was funny. I don't like Todd Bodine. I don't like Kyle Busch as a person, so it was pretty... The tea was hot this morning in Pocono. Hey, who wants to buy me the Dale Jr. Budweiser COT from 07, the black Budweiser car from 06, and the 2015 July Daytona race win? Who wants to buy me that, huh? I'm kidding. Cup race starts at 3, yes. I do believe Cup race starts at 3. Okay, she only fell twice. Right, okay. Yeah, it would be simple. Just wreck Kyle. You could make it look like an accident. At Pocono, running in the back, going through the tunnel turn or something, you can make it look like an accident. But nobody in the back where Kyle Busch is starting is going to care enough to do anything because they're not going to be able to race with him anyway. So, well, I'm just saying, you can make it look like an accident. You got a teammate back there. Talk to him before the race. Hey, there you go, Michael. July 17th or 18th. New Hampshire. Wish I was going. Todd Bodine asked Kyle a dumb question, and Kyle started being a dick on TV. It was pretty funny, actually. I don't even know exactly what I was barely paying attention. But I saw this long, awkward silence, and Kyle Busch started making little snarky remarks about Todd Bodine in his interview. And I was like, what the fuck Todd Bonnard say? And I had to like rewind it back, and now I can't remember what he said. Oh, that Sonic milkshake commercial. Fuck off. I miss Sonic milkshakes, man. They got to stop advertising them. Gain all that weight back before you know it. It is fucking late June. This year's just flying by. This year's going by much faster than 2020. Because this year I actually have shit to look forward to. Last year it's like, when am I ever going to be able to look forward to anything ever again? So it's really nice to have something to look forward to.
Crowd on hand at Pocono as we get
That's a damn good crowd, but then again, there is a cup race after this.
Truck Series.
Excuse me.
Raceway, Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Cloudy, temperature 69 degrees. And Phil, we talk about it every year when we come to this place.
20% chance of rain, but it looks awfully dark out there.
It's so different, as you can see.
Hey, did you know that turn 1, 2, and 3 at Pocono are totally different from each other? Did you know that?
Patterned after three of the most famous corners.
Trenton, Indy, Milwaukee.
That front straightaway is longer than the racetrack at Bristol or Martinsville.
Which is Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
Let's take a look at our
In case you didn't know.
analysis. A very short race, 60 laps, only 150 miles. And look at the stage lengths, Vince. 15 laps for the first one.
This race is
15 for the
retarded
second
short,
one,
but it's
30
probably for the
final one.
best.
You see the pit window somewhere between 30 and 32 laps. That means there will be some strategy towards the end of that second stage.
This is Kyle Busch's last race of the year in trucks, and it's the last time Cessna will be a sponsor on a KBM truck.
Might see a couple of different
I don't know what they're going to do about that. They've been a very good sponsor for them.
Starting lineup led by Todd Gilliland and Zane Smith on the front row. Ben Rhodes, Austin Hill back in row 2. Matt Crafton, Stuart Friesen. Boy, it's been a busy weekend for Friesen, and we'll talk more about that later. John Hunter Nemechek starting in row 4. How about we dial up the series points leader and see what's going on?
Yeah, let's do that. Hey, John Hunter Nemechek, Phil Parsons, Vince Walsh.
I know you're
in the
from
box
Wisconsin.
booth. You got a copy?
Trust me, you've said it about 9,000 times.
Yes, I got you. John Hunter, you've had a tremendous season here, really.
I don't know why Cessna's leaving.
This is the last time, last opportunity this
But
year
if they're not going to
Las
sponsor
Vegas.
Kyle Busch, then
You're
they ain't
2
going to
for 40,
sponsor
you're at
anybody.
500. Beating him. What about today?
Unless they're going to a cup team that we don't know about yet. Lawless Allen. That's a great name. I say that every week. I say a lot of things every week. I repeat myself so much, it's a miracle you people even still listen to me. Hey, there's Ray Cicerelli. I thought he was leaving NASCAR. What's he still doing driving?
All right, buddy. Appreciate you talking to us. Have a great day.
I thought he was quitting.
Check in one
Well,
more
those
time.
MAGA idiots never do actually do what they say they're going to do.
Ryan Preece, our most recent race winner from Nashville, now in his second Truck Series race, and he said the goal is still the same. We want to win. He lines up 8th today. There aren't nearly as many unknowns being
Ryan
thrown out in
Preece
the
won his
around.
first
He didn't
career
know the truck
start
at
in a
Nashville
truck
all
last
today.
week.
He knows that the biggest question mark is what that traction compound's going to do, and he said we're going to figure it out early, Kate.
The birthday boy Chandler Smith is also on the bubble, and he told me today it's the balance of being very aggressive and playing it safe. He said that he is racing.
Michael, will you take me with you?
That they've had recently, he doesn't feel like he needs to overdrive it. He doesn't want the team to overwork it. He said once they're into the playoffs.
By the way, my trip to Daytona may be in doubt, but it's for the best. I want to go to Daytona in August, and we've pretty much been planning on it, but it's in doubt now. I don't know if I'm going to go. Just money. I got other stuff to take care of.
The cup line, Johnny Sauter, he's trending the wrong direction, Phil, as compared to Chandler Smith, who's looks like the stock market.
Yeah, look at Chandler
Maybe if I go to
Smith.
Daytona, we'll just go to the Cup race or something. Just go there for a night and come back. Probably for the best. I want to go to both races if I go down, but we going green this time by. They're on the Long Pond straightaway right now.
That's for sure. Some special looks from onboard cameras.
Well, why don't we ride along with Rowdy here? He's going to have our end race reporter. Look, this is a Cessna Toyota, and he started
Kyle Busch, the end race reporter. Did you see his pre-race interview? He's not in a good mood.
Also going to ride along with Zane Smith, coming off his best finish of the year at Nashville with a top 5. We're going to have that visor cam. That's always fun here in his GMS R-Line SRX Chevy.
You just call it a SRX Chevy?
Time winner here at Pocono in the Camping World Truck Series. Look at the names on this list. When you talk about some standout drivers that have won in the Truck Series here at Pocono.
And a bunch of them.
Remember when Joey Coulter won at Pocono?
6 all KTM drivers.
Ross Chastain, the outlier, a couple of years ago.
Why doesn't Trucks have second race Daytona? Because money.
Austin Hill,
Saves a lot of money not having to go wreck 30 trucks twice a year. I mean, 3 times a year because they already raced at Talladega another time. This is a really short race. It's 12:15. Can't believe I'm awake and well rested this early after the work I did yesterday. I worked outside in 90-degree heat yesterday in the dead of summer in North Carolina. Stayed up till 3 in the morning playing online with my friends, but I'm here and I'm wide awake. Zane Smith, Todd Gillen, Ben Rhodes, Austin Hill. Oh, we got a wreck already. We got a wreck already. We got a wreck already. Johnny Sauter, a KBM truck. The 24.
That's the 24 truck of Jack Wood, the youngster.
Jack Wood's out. Johnny Sauter's out.
Johnny Sauter, who we just talked
If the steering's not straight, Johnny Sauter's going to go out. They didn't even make it past the start-finish line.
And he's got damage.
Implications. Rick Allen's going to burst into the TV booth a couple hours early and steal the headset away from Vince Wells to say, my God, the implications.
Now we know at Pocono it's famous for fanning out 4, 5, sometimes 6 wide on that front stretch, especially on the restarts. But
who was the KBM truck that got junked? I couldn't tell which one. It wasn't Nemechek. It was fucking Chandler Smith.
And they couldn't see the damage on the number 13 truck, but Johnny Sauter was quick
Chandler
to the
Smith,
right
Johnny
hand,
Sauter,
really
and
bad.
Jack Wood.
Guys, get the splitter block out. He ended his communication by saying, we're in trouble, but he is going to come. They're going to try and get back out there.
How bad it is, it went out of sight. But pretty bad. It came and hooked me back in the right rear.
so
This is a hint, Johnny Sauter. Fucking retire.
Yeah, that right front damage is, they're going to have to get that splitter off the racetrack. That's the nice thing about here at this racetrack, the caution laps take so long.
Where in the world did this begin?
Jack Wood, that's Chandler Smith, I believe, right behind him.
Chandler Smith got shoved from the 42 across the back bumper of the 24. And I can't even tell where Johnny Sauter was at.
And Jack Wood just barely got a piece of Johnny Sauter. That was just enough right there to.
That was the Ty Gibbs special.
The contact. Well, that could have collected many others. Certainly unfortunate for Wood and Sauter, but there are others that missed disaster.
Yeah, no blame to Chandler Smith there. I mean, he's accelerating. They're accelerating hard in second gear, and looked like Jack Wood missed a gear, and it just all of a sudden his momentum stops, and Chandler had nowhere to go.
See the blocks being put underneath the right front, trying to get that splitter back up off the ground.
Well,
from Kyle Busch's view.
Good start.
Caution early.
Yeah, why couldn't Kyle Busch be in the middle of that? We have a wreck on lap 1 in the middle of the pack in a truck race, and Kyle Busch starting in the rear is not in it. Yippee! I'm thirsty. I'll be right back. Pizza's pretty good. I had a calzone yesterday. Of course I did. It's been a few weeks since I had a calzone. So I treated myself yesterday. It's fucking great, in case you were wondering. Is it going to be one of those truck races today? Todd Gilliland's going to lead every lap under caution? That cheesecake blast at Sonic looks so fucking delicious. About 85 pounds ago, I'd have been all over that. I heard about that. I don't know the details of the Florida condo collapse. Say that 3 times fast.
Maximum pain relief. You've complete lap 1 on the hook.
See, left
About
side,
the worst ending to your day.
yeah, left side of your screen. You saw the gap behind Neiman.
Why does Fox Sports get to do all the truck races all year?
As they accelerated, it looked like he missed a gear. And Chandler Smith right behind him with nowhere to go. Watch, you can see the gap back. You see the white truck. It's turned sideways right into Johnny Sauter's path. He's going to come off the wall. Johnny somehow misses him initially. But then when Jet comes off the wall, he catches Johnny in the right rear and turns him into the wall.
Here comes the choose cone.
Certainly a tough break as they come to the choose cone area, the choose zone, or with a name like Vince.
That was the fastest caution in the truck series for a wreck I've ever seen. Usually a single car spin takes 10 laps to fucking get through.
It's nice of them. They put it right there in the middle of the track. Wait for them to acknowledge my presence, I think.
And you can see how wide this racetrack is, Vince. And we're going to use every bit of it, Vince. We actually, during the ARCA race last night, we used every bit of that width plus some.
Yeah, I mean, as wide as that front stretch is, it seems like that V ought to be a lot bigger. Kate on the 18.
Well, when you're on the bubble, this is not the way you want to start a race, especially 4 laps in.
Bad situation, to be honest with you. Let the 24 slaughter dog did not really do any of that. Definitely no outfield stuff.
Well, that was the number 18 of Chandler Smith talking about what happened there and apologizing realistically to the team. Hit the 24 in the left rear, that right front and right front nose with a little bit with a splitter. However, the team did look at photos. They say it all looks fine. They're not bringing him in right now.
So the 18 is actually okay. They didn't bring the 18 down pit road. I thought he was fucked. Good for his point situation that Johnny Sauter was the truck involved and still on pit road getting repairs.
And they tried to make it out before the
Todd Gilliland's really stepped up. DGR as a whole. Fuck. 1-2 finish at Nashville. Gilliland won at Coda. DFS, I watch about 2 to 3 ARCA races every 5 or 6 years. The last ARCA race I watched, I was at Charlotte 2019. Tom Majeski won. That's the last ARCA race I really watched from start to finish, and I was there.
Tries to break into the top 10, and his crew chief Joe Shear Jr. said this was our favorite truck chassis. It's number 56. It's the one we always rely on. They put a lot of work into the race today, all for nothing.
What do you think about what you see from the repairs, though, Phil?
Yeah, I think they did a nice job, but you could see these right rear corners of these trucks really stick out to give them side force.
All right, 4 laps complete. Gilliland, Zane Smith, Austin Hill, Ben Rhodes.
Not going to handle near where he needs it to.
Great push on the outside. Gilliland gets a launch. And they fan out behind him again. Let's see if they all make it. That's one of the best visuals in NASCAR. The big fan outs on the front stretch at Pocono and restarts. And Zane Smith takes the lead into 1. Gilliland went high and had no pusher. Rhodes shoved Zane Smith to the lead. 3 wide in the back. Boy, those are some threatening clouds.
Out front.
But it is Pocono.
We saw him go through that traction compound. That was down yesterday, the ARCA race last night. They've not reapplied. So it's the same amount as they hope to continue to run that in.
Zane Smith, Ben Rhodes, Gilliland third. Creed side by side with him for third. He takes the spot.
Because I don't think any of the ARCA cars were up in the traction compound yesterday.
See some of the trucks.
So the ARCA race must have sucked then. That's what Phil Parsons was saying just now about how they didn't even drive in the traction compound yesterday.
Good showing so far for Zane Smith.
Smith leads the lap. Big draft down the straightaway. They cut away from a battle for the lead. Kyle Busch passing Crafton and Priest 3 wide, way further back. Wow, Kyle Busch is up to the top 10. Unfortunately, he dodged that wreck on lap 1.
And moving forward, Ryan Priest on the outside of it.
I thought it might take Kyle 10 laps to get into the top 10, but not so much.
Slots in behind Priest on the backstretch. Crafton sweeps to the inside for 10th, 9th place, actually.
Back on board with
Kyle Busch up in the traction compound in the tunnel turn. Traction compound seems to work at Pocono. A lot of tracks it doesn't, but it improved the quality of life here at Pocono the last year and a half. I remember the first race in 2019 was fucking horrid. No traction compound. They put it down for the second one that year, and it was a good race. So traction compound at Pocono actually works. Looks like a super speedway race right now up front. Rhodes took the lead, and they didn't even notice. And Zane Smith back to his inside. Oh, tight. I saw that nose get tight, and I got scared. Couldn't see the gap between Rhodes and Zane Smith on the inside of him. That's why I said, ah. Four truck breakaway.
Those wins at Daytona, initially on the oval and then on the road course, as Gilliland has slipped back to 4th.
Good God, what a shove down the back. Gilliland gave Creed into the tunnel turn. He was carrying so much speed, I don't know how he made it through the tunnel turn. DFS, I used to watch the ARCA races at Daytona and Talladega, but now those races suck so bad too, I don't watch them anymore either. Because the super speedway package in ARCA is the fucking shits. About halfway through stage 1. Rhodes, Zane Smith, Creed, Smith to the outside of Rhodes down the front stretch. A lot of slingshotting going on up here for the lead. We've had like we've had more lead changes in 8 laps of a truck race than we'll have in the 2 cup races combined. Want to bet on it? Let me add an addendum to that. We just had more green flag passes for the lead in the first 8 laps of this truck race than we will have in the entirety of the 2 cup races this weekend combined. There will be no lead changes because Kyle Larson's going to lead every lap. And then there'll be 1 lead change in the second Pocono Cup race tomorrow because Larson's going to have to come from 20th to 1st to win the race. And he'll be the 1 pass. The trucks and Xfinity cars at Pocono illustrate why I love this racetrack. The Cup cars just suck. I like Pocono. I've always liked the kind of racing here you get when you have good cars, good package. Like I said, trucks and Xfinity are perfect for it. Trucks punch such a big hole in the air. The crazy runs in the draft you get on the long straightaways. The Cup cars must have been engineered by a fucking monkey in a lab tech somewhere. Kyle Busch is 6th. Zane Smith's finally separated himself from Creed, Rhodes, and Gilliland. But they better not look too far behind because there's Kyle Busch. Actually, Kyle Busch is 5th now. He just passed Stuart Friesen.
Stand up to my...
Good race so far, but that won't last much longer. If John Hunter Nemechek wins, they get like $5, but he's not running well right now. 10th for him's not well. Look at all them cheating Toyotas in the top 10. Damn cheaters. They're cheating. I hope Zane Smith, Sheldon Creed, and Ben Rhodes liked fighting for the lead while they had it. They're not going to have it much longer. And I like how we had a caution in this stage. Only 15 laps. And they still go to commercial under green before the end of the fucking stage. Because they're fucking stupid. Seriously, what about those Cup cars has ever made any sense? The Gen 6 car, I mean. It literally will not draft. That car is incapable of drafting without a 10-foot tall spoiler on the back. What is that? What is with the fucking Gen 6 car? Nothing about it makes any sense. The way, when they raced in the rain, the way it kicked water out from underneath it and blinded everybody and they had to stop the fucking race. That doesn't happen with the fucking truck or the Xfinity car. Everything about the Cup car is fucking stupid, and it's always been that way. I just can't figure that Gen 6 car out. Like, nothing, it doesn't do anything like it's supposed to. It's too low to the fucking ground, which is the main problem. Trucks are a little higher up off the ground. They're taller anyway. They punch a bigger hole through the air. Because the trucks have a lot of similar properties to the Gen 6 Cup car. Fucking splitter, spoiler 10 feet tall, but that center of gravity, they're up taller. They're a taller vehicle. So I think that's the difference. Why the trucks race so well and the Cup cars are fucking dog shit. So you either have a big spoiler on the back, try to create draft, which on most racetracks just creates turbulent air in the corner. Or you have like the tiny spoiler package, which is better, but you can't draft with it because the amount of air coming over the car in front of you just pushes you back and pushes them forward. It's never made any fucking sense. Kyle Busch is fourth. Zane Smith still leading. Creed second. Gillen third. We're at 3 to go in stage 1, and Kyle Busch is going to get there. I don't think he'll get the lead in the next 3 laps, but he's at least going to be second place. He's got this. He's looking under Gillen. His old buddy Todd Gillen right now. I know him and Todd have such a good relationship. Kyle Busch was like an abusive father when Todd Gillen drove for him. You know, I was thinking last night when I was up at 3 a.m. about to go to bed, I said, if I want to sleep through the truck race, I will. Because I was like, I know, Michael, I promised you I'd get up and stream this. But if I needed to sleep, I was not going to wake up at 12 on little sleep to watch Kyle Busch win another truck race. So there was a chance I could have missed this race today and just stayed in bed. But I woke up at like 10:30 and felt good. So here we are.
I think it's interesting, Phil, with the different tire.
Look at all that trash floating around on the front stretch. 2 to go in the stage. Creed's anticipating a move from Gillen going down the front stretch. He was already throwing a block. That's for second.
Racing vehicles, and we're seeing a little bit of that with the 51.
Yeah, the guys were telling me the right side tire is about 300,000 bigger than it was. So
Gillen slipped off the bottom. This is going to get Kyle a run down the back. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get him before they get to turn 2.
So they were worried about these things being.
No, but it lets Gillen draft up to Creed to make a pass into the tunnel turn. Oh, God. Side by side in the tunnel. He gets loose under Creed. Kyle Busch gets to his outside, and now Kyle Busch is third. He passed Gillen on the outside coming out of 2.
Like you're saying, it could have been a game between really loose and really tight today. Well, the number 2 is Sheldon Creed. His crew chief just
Creed lost the nose of his truck in 3 there.
Only to help, as Sheldon said.
Trying to break that draft with Kyle down the front stretch. Draft off the lap truck
Well, they're
here.
going to get an opportunity if they so choose
1 to go in the
come in and
stage.
fix, because we are at the end of stage 1 here in this final lap. Other teams choose to come at the
Lap
end of
truck in
this
1
stage.
forces them all up into the traction compound.
The last 2 years,
Creed's nose doesn't look like it wants to sit at all. Busch is to his inside going down the back.
So that was near the end of stage
Side
2.
draft there. And Kyle Busch takes second place.
You've got some needs to get repaired with that race truck. As you just saw Kyle take second place from Creed.
Yeah, Vince, I think if we were here with a traditional tire, these guys wouldn't be having the.
See, Kyle Busch made this first stage entertaining. He had to pass a lot of trucks. Gillen to the inside of Creed for third, going into 3. Creed's gripping the traction compound. Like I said, for whatever reason, that shit seems to work at Pocono. Flat racetracks, it seems to work a little better. Zane Smith wins stage 1.
Third stage win of the season.
Kyle Busch second.
The race for that 21 truck, crew chiefed by Pocono.
Competitive stage 1, but that's about the end of it. Kyle Busch will get the lead on pit road here, and that'll be all she wrote.
With this season best finish just a week ago in Nashville. Looking to build on it here today at Pocono.
Well, that fucking music they play, I've always said that was the lamest music. That it's such fucking lame music. Remember the Speed Channel music that was badass? Why don't they just keep that? Hell, they own it. Fox Sports 1 used to be Speed Channel. Just fucking use that music. It was way better. That fucking... That was way better than this fucking... happy little retarded music. Sorry, they play. Boy, I swear to God, ever since they said you can't say that word anymore, I've said it way more than I used to. I'm in a good mood today. I'm very manic. Can't you tell? I'm happy I got to work yesterday, and I got work this coming week. We got more work now. I was nervous after dumbass cost us a couple of jobs in fucking Lake James or whatever. And I've been eating wings all week. I had wings so much this week from fucking DoorDash. Oh God, this house is keeping DoorDash and It's Just Wings in business. And we may have to get more today. I may get more today, not gonna lie. Because they're fucking delicious. Yesterday I got the calzone. Today it might just be back to the wings. You know, I thought SRX on dirt last week wasn't as good. Because, I mean, they're stock cars. And stock cars race weird on the dirt. It can be entertaining, but maybe it's just because Tony Stewart dominated or something. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to next week's SRX race when they get back on asphalt more than I am tonight at Eldora, where Tony Stewart's probably just going to dominate. So, yeah, I don't know. Hunter Nemechek's 12th. Come on. It's only $5, but you're literally the only truck capable of doing anything with Kyle Busch.
On Fox, rising Cuban sensation and undefeated super middleweight champ David Morrell Jr. puts his belt on the line against Mario Cazares. Hard-hitting PBC action begins tomorrow, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Jamie Howell with pit stops.
Ben Rhodes in now. He said he's on the splitter through the corner and it makes him lose the nose. It goes up to the track. It feels like needs some right rear. I talked to Rich Lucius. He said we are just way too tight to race the rest of the race this way. Austin Hill also making the decision to come in. He said they want to win this race. They're going to give up the points even if they have to in order to get these to be in the top 5. He wants to be in when stage 3 starts. So strategy move for Austin Hill.
Well, I think, Phil, it also speaks to how much some of these teams need to work on their trucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So not everybody pitted. Of the trucks that pitted, Nemechek's the first off pit road. A good number of trucks pitted, but not everybody. Zane Smith, Kyle Busch, Sheldon Creed, Todd Gilliland stay out, and some others. So that's a good wrinkle to this race. Surprised Kyle Busch stayed out. He saw how lap 1 of this race went, so keep the track position. We'll get it back later. Whenever they have to give it up. R.I.P. Jeff Gordon's broadcasting career. It wasn't very good. Thank God it's over before it got really unbearable. Jeff Gordon was never offensively bad in the booth. Okay, it just wasn't great. It's kind of like when Joe Montana tried to be an analyst or whatever, and it sucked. So on a scale of Joe Montana to Dennis Miller, he's above Jason Witten, but below Chris Collinsworth. Maybe on the same level. And I like Collinsworth. I'm like the one guy in the world that likes Chris Collinsworth on Sunday Night Football. Crafton will win again when all the planets of the Grimlock system align. And the moon turns blood red. and the skies open up. Basically, when the rapture happens, Matt Crafton will win again. He's going to cross the finish line. It's like, oh, shit. Crafton winning a race again is the sign of the apocalypse. Boy, that Arby's commercial looks good, but I'm not getting that for dinner. Go for it, Michael. You know, I'm so intrigued by this cup race today. And before I unmute the broadcast to tell you why. If Larson wins 4 in a row, wow. And if he wins 5 in a row after tomorrow, fucking wow. Also, I'm like, how is Harvick and Hamlin going to run here? This is like the biggest test for them, as good as they were at Pocono last year. It's like, how's Hamlin and Harvick going to be today?
But he's better off.
If they stink and Larson wins again, wow.
Truck is fast as heck, Vince.
What's the old saying? Loose is fast.
And a cup race on a Saturday afternoon feels oddly 2020 to me. Makes me uncomfortable. Getting Vietnam flashbacks. Stage 2. A lot of guys stayed out. A lot of guys pitted.
Stage 2 at Pocono.
Zane Smith, Sheldon Creed. Kyle Busch. We're a third of the way through the race. Yeah, not a lot of fanning out going on back there this time. Ooh. Derek Kraus. Ooh, Kraus pushing up the track in 1. Kyle Busch to the inside of Zane Smith, down the back. Race over, ladies and gentlemen.
As Kyle Busch gets around Zane Smith for the lead. First time Kyle has gotten to the point.
Why does everybody race Kyle like a pussy? Whoa! Zane Smith around the outside of Kyle Busch in the tunnel, and Kyle Busch gets loose. Gillen pulls up, jacks the tailgate of Busch up off the ground, going off into 3. Come on, Gillen, spin him out. You know you want to. It's your only chance to win. You can just say checked up early, getting into 3. You're sorry. He ain't going to race in this series again until next year. Yes, he'll remember it, but come on. But Zane Smith gets away with the lead. Gillen, slingshot to the outside of Busch for second. Gets a push from Creed. He's around the outside of Kyle Busch in 1. Zane Smith driving away for the moment. And Gillen clears Busch off of 1. Brings Creed with him. Kyle Busch drops to 4th. John Hunter Nemechek is 5th on 4 fresh tires. It's worth noting Nemechek was the first truck off pit road that pitted. He's on 4 fresh tires. And he's closing in on the boss man.
Yeah, and Gilliland, and of course the 17 of Ryan Preece, the 15 of Tanner Gray, all prepared by DGR. Front Row Motorsports builds that 38 truck.
Oh, Kyle Busch bounced off the wall off a 3. He hit it pretty square. I don't know if he hurt his truck much, but Kyle Busch hit the wall off a 3.
Kyle certainly has had a handful. We saw him get loose on that.
Nemechek's to his inside. Let me guess, he's on the radio saying it's killed, even though it looks perfectly fine from where I'm sitting.
The shape of that side of that truck still looks pretty good. Looks like that right rear corner's out some. Watch it. Just touch it.
Yeah, Busch will be fine. Unfortunately, that was not hard enough contact to do anything. Splitter dragging a little bit as he breaks into turn 2.
Season it's been for John Hunter already with 4 wins, 28 playoff.
This is the healthiest I've been for a live stream in several weeks. I feel fine today. It feels nice.
Kyle was in the traction compound. Looked pretty even that time to turn 3.
Gillen to the inside of Zane Smith.
Now making that move on the inside for the lead.
Boy, that draft is so huge here on this
Smith to the boy. Smith around the outside of these guys in the middle of these corners is really fast. It's the traction compound's working.
You know, that's one of the things that these cup drivers and owners are looking at. Crew chiefs that we have the traction compound, we have that option for that race later on.
Great look back from the truck of Zane Smith as you see Sheldon Creed get around Gilliland now. Creed in the second. A little further back in the field, that neon yellow truck is Matt Crafton. He runs 14th. Austin Hill behind him in 15th.
Remember, lap 27 is the lap to pay attention to. That's when I think we will see some of these teams come down pit road. They will forego stage points for track position.
This is quite a battle for second. Zane Smith's pulling away again. Kyle Busch just passed Todd Gilliland. Well, not clear yet. Interesting. Kyle Busch at the end of stage one looked like he was going to blow by these guys. Now he's struggling. And his teammate Nemechek on fresh tires is in front of him now. Nemechek's third. I got like $5 riding in that Ford truck. Every little bit counts.
Significantly worse for the wear, so we would anticipate that he would be able to move his way back up there, but right now sits in that fourth spot. There's the 18, his teammate Chandler Smith.
These guys will have an opportunity to adjust on these trucks, and we know Kyle knows what he needs.
There's Stuart Friesen in the 8th spot in that blue 52. What a 24-hour period it's been for him. He raced last night at Utica Speedway, finished second there. Of course,
Michael, I will let you know about my pick for the second Cup race tomorrow at some point. After the one today, I guess. Creed takes the lead out of nowhere. Passes Zane Smith as they were trying to go to commercial. Good thing we barely got to see it. Oh, they were going side by side. Okay, you're forgiven. And we did get to see it. So Sheldon Creed's the leader now. Like they said, watch with about 3 or 4 to go in this stage. Some guys will probably start pitting to set up for the third stage. Yeah, $6 if Nemechek wins. Okay. It's not enough for a 40 ounce or anything, but it's enough to make me happy today. We got a battle for second. Nemechek on those fresher tires, passing Zane Smith with 5 to go in stage 2. The way they all come off of turn 3 and sweep to the bottom of the front stretch and then weave back up reminds me of that bullshit in GTA Online with curb boosting, where if you straddle the fucking curb or the rumble strip and go on and off it, your car will go like 15 miles an hour faster for some reason. And it's really annoying. I hate having to do it. I'd rather just hold a straight line and have a good racing line, but no, I gotta fucking go off to the side of the racetrack and go across the fucking rumble strips to get all the speed. Curb boosting, it's called. Four to go on the stage, and Kyle Busch is pitting. Todd Gilliland to pit road as the leader hits 3 to go now. Chandler Smith. So we got some trucks pitting this time.
Welcome back to Pocono Raceway, where we have pit stops happening. Lap 27 of the 60-lap race. Kyle Busch, he was up into the top 5, but he said he's too loose. He got into the wall on that right rear, they addressed that issue. He said he just needs better fire off. Kate?
You can see they're working on the right side of Todd Gilliland's truck there. He said it feels like it just went really bad, really bad. Free, really, really free. And that's what he said on that radio as they're moving on to that left side, doing some more tires change. Remember, this is the team that went over to that number 17 pit. Vince?
Chandler Smith in as well, so we've seen
everybody pitting.
We maybe see some more come, frankly, on lap 27. Sheldon Creed.
Don't worry, Caden. He's probably still going to win.
Yeah, Sheldon came out.
He didn't hit the wall hard enough earlier.
He could get to the pit road line. Remember, you had to get to
Pit
the
road is now
road
closed
in
as Creed and Zane
line
Smith made it before
the leader
Nemechek took
gets
the
to
lead and
start
crossed the
finish
line.
It's always closed with 2 to go, and the 2 is in. Kane is there.
We were looking at listening earlier to the number 2, and they were working with that fan. He was really, really loose. Sheldon said right now he is changing up both tires. You can see fuel's going into that as well. And then moving on along to the 21, again, really loose. He also said that it was late center exit loose on the nose. That's what Zane was saying as he was getting past there out on the track.
And we're hearing that the 21 of Zane Smith did not get in on pit road.
Oh, Zane Smith didn't hit the commitment line before the leader hit 2 to go. And it's really close. Oh, race over for Zane Smith. Take him out of contention. Pitted when pit road was closed. He was inches away. Creed made it, but Zane Smith did not. Horrible miscalculation by his crew chief. Nemechek's going to win stage 2.
And that playoff point will come his way with a stage win.
And Zane Smith will have to start at the tail end on the restart after the stage break.
For John Hunter Nemechek, this will be his 9th stage win of the season and his 29th playoff point. And remember, you take those playoff points throughout the postseason. So what you earn in the regular season as far as playoff points are concerned, you build those up, they help you get to the next round and eventually
that's what they do.
To the championship 4 and a shot at the title. John Hunter Nemechek, the winner of stage 2 at Pocono, chasing down that championship in his first year with Kyle Busch.
Boy, Kyle Busch has to deal with such stiff competition in the series, like Bailey Curry and Chris Wright and Chase Purdy. Oh man, Kyle Busch will not get 100 wins in Cup, Karen. He's not going to get 100 wins in trucks either. But I guarantee Kyle Busch will never get. He won't even hit Jimmy Johnson's win number in Cup. Kyle Busch's best Cup days are behind him. He's on the back end. He will never get 100 Cup wins, period. Never. He has an outside shot at getting them in trucks, but still won't happen. Why is this race so damn short? Because we want to get it over with. Because I get to take a break between streams. I hear my cat hollering for me. Hey, buddy. Oh, he didn't want me. He just wants to go in the attic. He'll never get to 100. He won't, like I said, he won't even hit 83 and tie Jimmy Johnson. He won't get that far. Well, no, Caden. I like closing it when the leader hits start-finish line at 2 to go. You can't just arbitrarily close pit road when the leader's in turn 3. I don't agree with that.
John Hunter Nemechek, who won stage 2, has collected 10.
Just a miscalculation by the 21 guys.
It's a good look at that 4 of John Hunter Nemechek and the 99 of Ben Rhodes. Two great stories in what they've accomplished this season. John Hunter Nemechek, after a full year.
Don't like the strategy Nemechek's on. They must really not be optimistic about their chances to win if they keep putting themselves further back. Just for the sake of stage points or whatever.
We'll see them come to pit road now, Vince. I was a little surprised.
Nemechek's trying to do the Kyle Larson and have it both ways.
Didn't stop on lap 27.
Bringing a long line with him here at the end of stage 2. Jamie Howe.
And Ben Rhodes, the first pit stall on pit road. That's something that bit him at Nashville over Texas a couple races ago. He overshot.
Ozzy, my boy.
He said the clean air really helped free him up, and he's still too tight on the end. You move up pit lane, Stewart Friesen into the number 52. He said it was aero tires. They were just taking the strategy with getting those stage points and not coming on lap 27. Further up, our race leader at the moment.
Kyle Busch's truck wins are still not impressive. Gee, I can't believe that such a good driver with the best equipment, best motors, best pit crew wins all these races, guys. I can't believe it. Yeah, Kyle Busch only has 58 wins. He doesn't have 200. He's got 58 wins in one. He's got 100 wins in another, and he's got however many he's got in trucks. And a lot of his truck wins were driving for somebody else.
Make sure you've taken care of those adjustments. Probably not going to come back to pit road.
Notice he couldn't win an Xfinity driving his own car, but his brother could. Funny how that works. Kyle Busch couldn't win an Xfinity driving his own stuff, but his brother drove his stuff and won. Mr. Ozzy, what do you want, my boy? My cat's in here begging for attention. This is what he does. He suddenly decides he wants to beg for attention. Kyle Busch is really good, obviously, but fucking A. He's not Jimmy Johnson, and he's not Jeff Gordon. He's not fucking Dale Earnhardt either. Kyle Busch is more of a Rusty Wallace top. He's in the Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin tier. Tony Stewart as well. Great fucking drivers, but although Tony Stewart, I feel like, God, Tony's almost, I'd have to put Tony with Jimmy and Jeff. Tony and Kyle Larson probably be there one day, hopefully. If boy, I know it's easy to say right now if Larson keeps on the same path he's going. Tony Stewart's got 3 legitimate championships. Kyle's only got 1 legitimate championship, if you can call it that. Yeah, 2019 he'd won it anyway. So yeah, Kyle Busch has 1 legitimate championship. Tony Stewart had like 3. Tony Stewart's quality of championships were better. But gee, if only Tony Stewart raced about 1,000 Xfinity races driving for the fucking best fucking teams, maybe he would be looked at in higher regard, right? Kyle Busch basically buys truck wins. Like, they got better stuff than everybody else. Fucking TRD, are you kidding? With Joe Gibbs' support. It's like he's just buying truck wins for himself. The only good thing about Kyle Busch's truck team is that we learn who's a crappy driver and learn who's bad, because if you can't win in a KBM truck, you suck. If you can't consistently win and be great in a KBM truck, you suck. And Kyle Busch knows that, and he says that too. It's like, if my guys don't win, they suck. Like, that's why Kyle Busch was so hard on Noah Gragson and Todd Gilliland, because they couldn't fucking do shit. It's like, come on, you know we have the best stuff. And I know he's thinking, that's why I win all the time. We got the best fucking stuff. Why can't you? So if you can't live up to that standard, then yeah, you suck. So KBM's good at weeding out the crappy drivers. Tony Stewart had a lot of bad luck late in his career. Broke his leg, killed Kevin Ward, broke his back. Like, he lost a lot in his later career. Injuries and the Kevin Ward deal. Because you got to remember, he broke his leg, what was it, 2013? Missed half the season. Whenever the 2015, was that when the Kevin Ward deal? No, it was 2014. The Kevin Ward deal happened. Missed races in that season. Raced in 2015. Then in 2016, he broke his fucking back and missed the first, like, almost third of the season. And by that point, he was already like, I'm leaving Cup. Who knows?
Halfway through, we've got 2
I'll take
stages.
Tony Stewart over Kyle Busch any day.
Preview race summary.
Todd Peck is being shown as red leader. That's him in the 41 truck. He pitted back on lap number 17. Did not come to pit road yet.
Yeah, Kevin Ward killed himself. I mean, fucking Kevin Ward's a dumbass, and so is his family.
On this caution flag, Kyle Busch will
And if y'all ever hear this, Kevin Ward Jr.'s family, he was a dumbass, and so are you.
Zane Smith has led the most laps, 18.
Don't run out onto a fucking racetrack.
That have been completed. Kyle
Under
Busch
any circumstances, man. Under any circumstances.
He will cross the line coming up here, but at least he's not led at speed today.
I don't care if it's under caution or what. Don't run in the middle of a fucking racetrack.
Up front here.
That is terrible. Go back and watch Robbie Gordon at New Hampshire when he ran out in front of Michael Waltrip. That shit's scary. They're still going like 35 miles an hour. Robbie Gordon's out there right in front of them.
Crabs really play a role here through these first couple
Like
of
fucking
stages.
A.
We've also seen Jamie a couple of sprinkles. What's going on down there?
It's Pocono. Of course it
Last
sprinkles.
round of pit stops, they were pretty prominent on the windshields of the trucks that were on pit lane. It was sprinkling. I'm not going to say raining, but it was sprinkling on this portion of the racetrack. But this track is over 2 miles long, and while it's settled up here on pit lane right now, I'm looking down towards turn 1, and it looks like the clouds are pretty thick down there. So we'll see what happens, Kate.
There was only a 20% chance of rain today, and like I said at the start of my stream, in Pocono, that means there's about a 45 or 50% chance of rain.
Had a pit stop that was incredibly slow.
So glad we do all the Pocono stuff on one weekend now.
Quick, 4 tires and fuel. But the good news is, as Mark Hillman was saying, they have enough fuel to the end. We've got that track position we wanted, and to keep your head up because they're out to win.
2010, I passed through the Poconos on the way back from Hershey, Pennsylvania, from a KISS concert the morning of a Pocono Cup race in 2010. I think Greg Biffle won. Did I watch Deegan's video during the SRX? No, I didn't, but I need to because I saw it in my subscriptions.
Jack Ingram, the Hall of Famer, was in the late model sportsman division, was the Busch Series champion, what's now known as the Xfinity Series back in 1985, and of course
Jack Ingram would have bitch slapped Kyle Busch.
I thought Jim France
So would Sam
said it
Arn.
best. He said of the 58 in the Hall of Fame, he's one of 6 elected based on his career and contributions at the grassroots level of the sport. And so many love the grassroots level of NASCAR, and certainly Jack Ingram comes to mind when you think of
There's
that
showers
benchmark
always
business
around the Poconos.
for all in the NASCAR community.
Yeah, Vince, the Busch Series started back in 1982.
Nearly 25 years of watching races.
I hadn't run that
We
many
know how
motorsports
Pocono is.
races prior to running the full schedule.
Kyle Busch is the
And Jack
leader.
was my go-to guy, the Iron Man.
He didn't look good in
Always
stage
helped
2. He
me.
was really strong at the end of stage 1. I don't know why it was so bad in 2. Sun's coming out over turn 3 now, by the way. That's a sexy pace truck. I like those colors. I might have to rip those colors off for a
The final
custom paint
stage
scheme or something.
here at Pocono with
25
Kyle Busch on
laps
the
to go.
outside and Carson Hocevar on the inside.
Creed with a up the ass push to Kyle Busch.
All the way to the paint.
They fan out in the back about 6 wide.
Race to get a position and then
Damn, Hocevar packed it down into turn 1,
successfully.
and they cut away from the lead.
Zane Smith getting squeezed
Zane
out
Smith
of
in
this
heavy
lead.
traffic,
I think I like
who's
that.
had consistently the best truck today.
If something happens, you see the
Consistently,
18 Chandler Smith
but
made a nice
losing that track
start.
position with only 25 to go is going to kill him.
I think he got
So
it
Kyle
going
Busch and Creed get out front of Hocevar.
Kyle Busch has wrestled away the lead.
There's only 2 good trucks up front. I don't understand some of the strategies these other guys were playing. I feel bad. Zane Smith had the right idea, but got penalized. So now it's just Creed and Kyle Busch with the only 2 trucks up front to have a chance of winning.
Great movement, for sure.
Dark clouds, and you got to believe the teams are keeping an eye on the weather. But a great report earlier from Jamie talking about how big this racetrack is. It might be raining in turn
2-car tandem down the front.
2 and 3. So we've seen a couple of sprinkles on the windshields, but so far so good.
Creed hooking the bottom.
Ryan Preece now
Ooh, he lost the nose off of 1, got loose. But he stays in the draft of Kyle going down the backstretch.
Creed chasing Kyle Busch, and there's Preece pounding Hocevar.
Ryan Preece once again popping up at the end of a race in the Truck Series. He's 4th.
Got his hands around the playoff position currently. Leading the Rookie of the Year standings.
Take a look. This is a 23 right here. A little kiss, very similar to what Kyle Busch did earlier.
And you see the dark spots on the wall there. That's a spot that more than one has hit.
That's right. See Ryan Priest so close. Exiting turn 3 right
Kyle
there.
Busch ain't doing that stupid shit where you come off the corner and sweep to the bottom and try to break the draft of the truck behind you, and it's letting Creed pull right up to him here once again going into 1. Creed will use the fucking bumper. I know he will. But everybody seems to race Kyle Busch like a bitch for some reason, so still can't figure that out. Everybody else will run over each other and race each other so hard, but nobody ever races Kyle hard. You should race him the hardest. If you're a truck regular, I mean, fuck, he ain't going to be here till next year. His last race.
Chandler Smith at plus 36. Johnny Sauter, if you're just joining us, Sauter was in an accident just after taking the green flag. Never even made it to turn 1.
Now Kyle's trying to break that draft down the front. He didn't do it the last couple laps, and Creed got right on his bumper going to 1. Creed's following him still. God, look at this. The draft effect down the front stretch is crazy.
Because of that extra pit stop is way back at 17. That look for him to gain some spots as we see Sheldon Creed all over the back of that Cessna Toyota of Kyle Busch.
By the way, at the end of stage 2 of those pit stops, Ben Rhodes penalized for...
Why can't the Cup cars race like this? The Cup cars are as similar to the trucks as they've ever been, and they don't race anything like this. Kyle's better off a 2 than Creed. That's the difference in the race right now. I mean, you just saw it there from his onboard. He's better off a 2 than Sheldon Creed. Everywhere else, Creed's probably better in and gets a decent enough run off to stay in his draft. Maybe make a race out of it. Zane Smith's up to 13th. That's pretty fast, but not fast enough. Not without a yellow. The sun is out now, completely.
Last year, but been impressed with the direction that 21 is headed.
We talked about Carson Hocevar just a few moments ago and the fact that he seems to do better on the tracks he's never been to. So many of these tracks he's never been to, Vince, because they only turned 18, I think, back in January. So many of these tracks are brand new.
We know Kyle Busch punches like a girl. He popped Joe Logano right in the face, and Joey's a pussy too, but he didn't even flinch. That still makes me laugh. It's like, Kyle, you had a free shot to knock his head off, and you punch like a girl. That's sexist. Well, sorry. He punched like a bitch. How about that? I've seen harder punches in kindergarten fights than the one Kyle Busch threw at Joe Logano. Hocevar, Priest, and Gilliland, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Creed still following Kyle Busch's draft down the long straightaway, staying right with him within about 2/10 or less. Turn 2 is the difference, though. That's where Creed could lose this race permanently.
Money from Nothing by Dire Straits. So his guitar solo coming up next week, potentially.
Okay.
Progress. Our Camping World 20 to go. 20 laps left here at Pocono. By the way, in that
we're talking about Ryan Priest going to play guitar solo because he won Nashville. So funny. Kyle versus Noah will be like the biggest pussy fight of all time. That's a fight Kyle Busch could probably win because Noah's as big of a wimp as he is.
Looking forward to having Donnie in the 17 truck at our next race. And by the way, our next race at
Creed wins, give me 2 bets tomorrow.
Kevin Swindell
You got a deal.
with us.
Nemechek up to 6th. Nemechek's making good ground, but like I said, he's going to need a yellow. Nemechek and Zane Smith are going to need a yellow to have any chance. Well, Zane Smith probably need 2 yellows to ever have a chance of getting back in this. He's 12th right now, though. Nemechek's 6th. He was out to lunch in stage 1, but he's gotten better and better as the race has gone on. Busch and Creed have driven away from everyone like I knew they would because Gilliland, Smith, and them others were too far back. Well, I give Kyle all the credit in the world for being the one guy who's like, you know what, I'm just going to go knock his ass out. But he had to know he can't fight. He's wimpy. Look how wimpy Kyle Busch looks. That dude can't fight. But I applaud his effort. He didn't tell the part on I Am Athlete about how he rocked Joe Logano and it didn't even faze him because he can't punch worth a shit. He didn't mention they was bragging on I Am Athlete. I just walked up, punched him. Oh, damn, Rowdy walked up and punched him. Have you guys seen the video? Wow, Gilliland just got smoked by John Hunter. John Hunter went 3 wide in the middle into turn 2 and passed Hocevar and Gilliland at the same time. So Nemechek's 4th. You get a yellow now. We're in business. Gee, do I want the $6 now or do I want the 2 bets on Sunday? Oh, I don't know. Complicated feelings here. I don't think we'll get the caution Nemechek's going to need to get in this. Zaxby's dude, John West Townley. John West Townley looks like a great hugger in that video. I bet he gives amazing hugs. His favorite wrestler's Bailey. He just wanted to give Spencer Gallagher a hug. That's what it looked like. Looked like a Floyd Mayweather fight. Herbst or Kyle Busch probably beat up Riley Herbst. If there's a NASCAR Ultimate Fighting Championship tournament, I want to make the brackets. I'll put Kyle Busch in the ring with Ryan Newman and watch him get turned inside out. Kyle's starting to stretch out his lead now. It would take a caution, but Nemechek's good enough to win this if he gets one. Oh, 15 to go. Oh, boring. My Fox Sports 1 is frozen. Oh, there we go. About to say, what the fuck was that? Fox Sports 1 froze, then showed drag racing for a second, and now it's back on the race. Nemechek is 3rd. Too far behind still. He needs a caution.
Including nearly $800,000 worth of equipment from Good Sports, the programs in need in the Atlanta area. We encourage you to text and play to the number there on your screen to help kids keep in the game.
EA Sports is in the game.
It's important to help the kids out during this time.
Or their new motto, EA Sports, it's the same game as last year.
He does. He needs a caution flag, really, but he's had a great truck here now, just battling just outside the top 10 as he can get by category. That will move him up to the 11th spot if he can complete that pass. And you see that bright yellow truck, that's Matt Crafton, and right in front of him is Grant Enfinger.
Newman would eat Kyle Busch.
No surprise to see Grant Enfinger doing well, whether it's in the 9 truck that he drives part of the time or the 98 trucks he drives the other part.
Chandler Smith's on pit road. What's that about?
Pit road, unscheduled pit stop. Huge cake.
Absolutely, very unscheduled last-minute call. The whole team saw that. They're getting 4 tires.
Hey, Johnny Sauter fans, all 2 of you, this is good news. Chandler Smith's on pit road.
At the very start of the race, so they've been battling this car the whole time.
Having trouble with that right front tire getting in on. I think they probably made an audible there and went from 4 tires to 2 because they had so much trouble on the right front. So key for him to try to stay on the lead lap here.
There's Kyle going by.
Not going to happen.
Nope.
Yeah.
So Chandler goes a lap down. Tough break for Chandler Smith. He tries to strengthen his position in the.
If I ever got in a fight after a NASCAR race, I'd try to recreate those cutscenes from NASCAR 2005 career mode when a driver confronts you in the garage.
Today. You see Stuart Friesen in that blue 52. Ben Rhodes. Or excuse me, that's Christian Eckes in the 98.
Oh yeah, Christian Eckes, he still exists.
6th start of the season. In that 98, he
I forget that Christian Eckes still drives a truck.
As Phil was mentioning, that Infinger is in that 9 truck today. And by the way, congratulations to Grant Infinger and his wife Michelle with the birth of their son.
Snoozer, just wait till the Kyle Larson show in a couple hours in a real race because Kyle Busch can't win those.
Picture that Grant posted on.
No, I picked Kyle to win the Cup race today. Not really. Kyle Larson's going to win. But if Kyle Busch wins, I get like $8 or something. I don't know.
Nashville, but there it is. There's that picture. What a great shot. I don't know where the pig is.
And good for him if he can actually win a race that counts.
Part of the family for sure.
Maybe taking the picture.
Could be. You got somebody have to take the picture. Absolutely.
Mr. Rossi.
Congratulations to Grant and Michelle. Can't say enough what a good job Grant Infinger has done this season in both the 99 truck or the 98 truck and the 9. Driving for Cody Robaugh and honoring Mark Huff on the front
Ooh-wee.
truck as well.
Ooh-ah.
One of those who was influential in starting CR7 racing. Launched the program back in 2018. And,
Gee, I can't believe the best truck, best engines, best pit crew are winning another race. Wow. I don't know how Kyle Busch comes out here and runs with Ray Cicerelli and Austin Wayne Self and Norm Benning. It's really tough, guys. Stiff competition out here.
Crafton might have a little bit of momentum, but looks like it's stalled out now.
That's just inside the top 10. Crafton.
Oh, Grant Infinger's got the 9 truck in the top 10. How about that?
Kyle Busch by a second and a half. Jamie?
Remember the last time Kyle Busch made a pit call was on lap 27.
They didn't mention Haley Deegan because they're bored. Actually, they're bored. They should be talking about Haley Deegan. I can't hear what the fuck he's saying. Wow, good job, Fox Sports 1. That was great audio mixing. It's like, let's listen to Kyle Busch's radio. And you can hear Kyle going like, but like the engines on the broadcast were like cranked up to the max, so we couldn't even hear what he was saying. Oh, Stuart Friesen just crashed. We got a caution.
All right, Vince, going back up to you.
Yep.
And we have a caution.
The big hit.
10 to go.
And Phil, you were just saying
Ooh-wee.
moments ago, if a caution came out, it really changed the dynamics of this.
Sorry
race.
if I fucking destroyed your ear just now. But they're like, let's listen to Kyle Busch's radio, and you couldn't even fucking hear it over the goddamn cars on the track. Good sound mix in there, Fox. That looks like a classic Pocono wreck to me.
He elected to stay on the racetrack and get the second stage point, so that put him behind a little bit, but he was making his way back.
Matt Kenseth, another driver that was better than Kyle Busch.
Trip Bruce, the team manager there, general manager, looking on, trying to figure out if there's too much damage to continue, and it sure looks like there is. You see right front and a lot of rear damage.
Watch the replay here, and you see just before hitting the wall, and it was...
It's virtually impossible to hit that wall and turn one easy.
Yeah.
Carries so much speed down.
Wow, great footage of the wreck. We saw the last half after the wreck had happened. Good job, Fox.
So there's not a lot to hold you.
Was it a couple of years ago that he and Matt Crafton crashed in turn 1 of lap 1?
Yeah, that might have been last year. That might have been last year, Vince.
So heavy damage to that 52 truck for Friesen. They've been running well. In fact, top 5 in 2 of the last 3 races. But not going to get that kind of...
This is going to be a lengthy caution. It was only a 1 truck accident, but that shit's all tore up and he's dropping fluid everywhere. He was when he wrecked anyway.
Right now, as they run, is being shown 70.
Can't believe that truck's still running. Friesen's made it back to pit road.
See if the guys can get that thing patched up and get them back on the racetrack just to complete some laps. But there's so many trucks now on the lead lap. There's 26 trucks on the lead lap.
Stay out.
At least it's still rolling, Phil.
It is rolling, yes.
And with, we've got less than 10 laps.
Still can't believe that 52's still rolling.
Together, getting to the end, he won't lose too much.
Yeah, he's got to beat the damage repair policy, go back out there, drop debris, and cause another damn caution.
If he could somehow stay on the lead lap and stay ahead of all those trucks 1 lap down, because we won't have probably but 6 or 7 laps under green.
few takers on pit road.
Some trucks in the back pitting. Nobody up front. Like I said, stay out.
Chandler Smith second in line there in that 18 truck.
Is that Hocevar in the pits as well?
42.
Zane Smith on pit road also.
So a final adjustment. Maybe a splash of gas if by chance they feel like they just don't quite have a...
Well, I think the road's over freezing bet's a safe one.
See Hocevar getting a chassis adjustment, so...
Hocevar beating Sauter as well.
Having some trouble on that right front.
Ankrum Kraus, I don't know where they're running.
That's 9th and 10th right now.
Oh, Anchor's beating Kraus. So yeah, you got all your prop bets at the moment with 8 laps to go under caution.
Also battling for Rookie of the Year.
I think it's a great call for those drivers running somewhere around the 10th spot. Why not try to make something happen here? We're going to have an opportunity. Pump a little air pressure in those tires. Make something happen those last 5 or 6 laps.
Who got the free pass? I don't know. Wait, what do you want, Oz? Oh, he's going back to the attic. He got bored sitting with me. Ozzy. Go in the attic. What are you looking sad for? What's wrong? I like having people come into my room that don't know Ozzy goes in the attic, and then when he jumps out of the attic, he just dunk and lands on the dresser near the closet, and it always scares the shit out of people. Sometimes it scares me when I forget he's up there, because sometimes he'll stay up there for hours. He'll be up there all day sleeping, and then he'll come down. I'll be like, holy shit, Oz. What are you meowing at? Say it again. Yeah, so in my NASCAR 2005 career mode, it's gotten so easy. I just started starting every race in the back. The only races I qualify for now are road course races, because passing on road courses and those NASCAR 2005 races or the old Thunder games, whatever, it's a pain in the ass. So I qualify at Watkins Glen, Sonoma, or whatever. Mr. Ozzy. Okay. Well, Grant Enfinger's in the garage. Look at that guy wearing a Michael Waltrip Racing 5-hour energy fire suit. That's funny. Yeah, the 9 truck blew up under caution. Hopefully it didn't drop any fluid. Yeah, Enfinger had that truck in the top 10. We're coming to the green. 6 to go. Kyle Busch outside. Nemechek inside. Gillen and Creed the second row. Nemechek, I felt like, the only truck that can really do anything with Kyle here, as fast as he was there. So, what do you got? Busch, Nemechek, Gillen, and Creed. There's going to be a lot of fanning out here. 6 to go. Kyle Busch kind of spun the tires, but it's going to be all about who gets the better push down the front stretch here into 1. Right now it looks like Nemechek, but Kyle Busch is around that outside. Clear. Nemechek clears Kyle Busch.
Nemechek to the lead.
But can he hold it? 6 to go. They're 4 wide for third place. Nemechek got the lead from his boss. Oh, boy, 4 wide going to the tunnel turn. They're not going to sort this out. They're 4 wide going to the tunnel turn. They're 4 wide in the tunnel turn. Somehow they didn't wreck.
Really wanted to beat the boss in this one, and right now he is out front as they continue to fight for position back in the pack.
Vince, back when I raced, we couldn't run through the tunnel turn too wide. They just made it.
Fuck, they went 4. I thought they were definitely going to wreck.
Still trying to.
I know we say, oh, they're going to wreck, and then they don't. But really, 4 wide going to turn 2 and nobody lifting.
In the pack, and Kyle Busch
5 laps to go. Kyle Busch has got to get it back from Nemechek.
I know Kyle Busch, the owner.
Creed's losing ground to the 2 trucks in front of him. Creed's in third, but Nemechek and Busch are driving away.
Losing to John Hunter Nemechek.
Especially knowing they've got a little rivalry going there at the shop.
They're 50-50 right now.
God, look at all this slicing and dicing going on back here. Yeah, now they'll want to start wrecking because Nemechek's got the lead. They'll want to start fucking bringing out 1,000 cautions. See, there you go. Oh, my God. Josh Berry almost whopped out. Tanner Gray and Josh Berry almost wrecked. Can you fuckers stop racing this hard for 15th or whatever you're doing? 4 wide again, going to 3. They settle it out to 3 wide. Now 2 wide, okay. 4 laps to go. Can you fuckers behave for 4 laps? Kyle Busch is still right there in the tire tracks of Nemechek. And he's going to the inside of 1. Busch has a run. Nemechek's truck pushes up the hill in 1, but Kyle's sliding up off the bottom 2. Couldn't get the power down.
You think Nemechek would put the big block on Kyle if he needed to? Okay.
Is that smoke out of the floor? Am I hallucinating? Into the tunnel. Busch runs out of the tire tracks of Nemechek, and Kyle Busch got really loose in 2 there. Nemechek gapped him a little bit. That could bring Creed back into this. If Creed gets to Kyle Busch, it's over.
See both drivers up in the traction compound. Now Nemechek dips his left sides down below.
Off 3 and heading to
3 laps to go. Everybody in the back fucking behave. This is probably the best chance they have. Boy, laps of Pocono take forever. Nemechek is comfortably in front of Busch going to 1 now. And Sheldon Creed is putting pressure on Kyle Busch for 2nd. Oh, he drove to the inside of Kyle Busch. Oh, he gets Kyle Busch loose. And that just won the without a yellow, that just won the race for Nemechek. Kyle Busch is not going to be happy. Creed got to his inside in the center of 1 and got back in the gas and hit Kyle in the quarter panel and just about put them both in the wall. Just about.
Right back on the bumper again, closing, trying to get to that bumper.
But look at the gap now that.
Incredible save by Kyle Busch. Most guys would have wrecked here. Creed as well. Ugh. Creed's truck has been doing that all day when he really tries to put the gas down in the center. His truck just loses control. 2 to go. God, just get to the fucking white flag. I want to win a little money today. I hope Kyle Busch wins later, because if he does win later, I get like $8. But this one, Nemechek, go ahead. Oh, he's going to be a butthurt little bitch about it. I couldn't win this fucking truck race where I have the best equipment and the best engines and the best pit crew, but I couldn't win.
Likely not to get win number 62 here today in his final Truck Series race of the season, because he's about 2 seconds behind that truck driven by John Hunter Nemechek.
John Hunter was the fastest truck on the racetrack.
White flag, 1 lap to go. John Hunter Nemechek ran the fastest lap of anyone with 2 to go. Now we're at 1 to go. Yeah. John Hunter owning the Truck Series this year. Owning his overrated boss. Kyle Busch not going to be happy with Sheldon Creed.
Nemechek, 24 years old after a full time.
I said if we got a caution, I felt like Nemechek really had a strong shot. He made up so much ground. After they gave up their track position to win stage 2, they gave up track position at the start of 3.
Hashtag here for wins has been his mantra.
And he was fast.
Paid off. He's lived up to
Got the caution he needed.
This season, John Hunter Nemechek on his way to a victory.
Michael, show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money.
Hunter Nemechek does it, and the tricky triangle.
John Hunter Nemechek wins it. It's Kyle Busch, Sheldon Creed third. Oh.
Kyle Busch second, Sheldon Creed third. Ankrum and Austin Hill rounding out the top 5.
Now, does that mean that John Hunter has bragging rights for the whole year? Because this is Kyle's last truck race this year.
I think that's the answer to your question.
I think he was listening to me, wasn't he, Vince?
Jamie Howe.
Well, it's Eric Phillips, the team, everybody's celebrating another win on the season, but you're worried about that motor. You said don't hurt it. What will the celebration be like tonight?
That'll be big. To beat Kyle here at Pocono, I don't think we had the best truck to fire off. But
Well, thank you, Michael.
I think there was a pit strategy to beat
I love when Kyle Busch shows up because then I get to pick John Hunter Nemechek and win money. Because when Kyle Busch is in the truck race, it lowers Nemechek's odds and makes him worth picking.
But heck of a job to all these guys at KBM to run up front and to beat the boss on a restart. That guy's probably
You beat Kyle Busch on a restart.
And to beat him 3 times this year. I've said on that pit box, it's a big deal. It's a big deal to all of us.
Congratulations.
How about that restart?
Nemechek is a beast.
John Hunter Nemechek and Kyle Busch battling it out for the win. And this is what it came down to. Nemechek, the winner at Pocono.
Thank you, Michael. I'm going to hang around for a minute and then stop the stream and come back for later because the Cup race is at 3, I believe. But we're going to hang around because obviously I want to see this Kyle Busch interview. I won $6.
Yay! I guess the person,
My nephew's here.
I guess the person who voted for won.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing Kyle Busch got scored.
Now, here's the thing. I picked Kyle Busch. My bet is Kyle Busch to win the race later today. So I hope Kyle Busch wins later, even though I kind of don't because I don't like him. But if Kyle Busch wins later, I get like $8 or whatever it was.
Hey, Dale.
Hey,
If
boy.
I was on your stream, I would have said, if your favorite racer wins, I'll give you $200.
Boy, I wish somebody would pop into my stream and say that and actually mean it. If a Hendrick car wins, Dale, I'll give you $200. It's like, woo! Really? Just think there's an alternate timeline where I'd be cheering for Kyle Busch because he used to drive for Hendrick till they kicked his ass out. To keep Casey Mears. Seriously, they got rid of Kyle Busch to keep Casey Mears. What the hell? Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, what were they smoking? You know what? I think they wanted to keep Casey Mears because Jimmy and Jeff knew that they had the best stuff at the time and they didn't want a talent like Kyle Busch driving it too. So they said, yeah, keep Casey Mears. And they were like, he fucking sucks. We ain't got to worry about Mears beating us.
Get rid of Mears, not Kyle.
I've always been a big John Hunter Nemechek fan. He deserves another shot in Cup. With all these new teams coming in, hopefully he'll get a chance. Hopefully something will come up in Cup that will get John Hunter back in the series in a good run. You want to invite me to Discord server to help settle an argument about Kyle Busch? Well, I don't have the energy to argue on the internet today, but you can invite me. Why did I unmute a dog food commercial for a second? Is that your computer?
Yeah.
They let you bring your computer.
Well, I mean, I'm going to my mama's today, but...
Oh. I like your computer.
And my mouse on it.
Does it have a lot? Can it play good games?
It has Roblox on it. And Paper.io, which has like 20,000 ads in one ad.
I wonder how much that computer was. That looks nice.
Well, I got it for Christmas.
Yeah.
And this mouse won't turn on.
I need a mouse pad too, damn it.
Yeah, the clouds looked ominous throughout the course of the day. Even had a couple of sprinkles.
Let's talk to our runner-up.
John Hunter Nemechek certainly is.
That's the only reason I haven't stopped the stream yet.
Nemechek wins for the 5th time this season, and he holds off the ball.
Those CarQuest paint schemes when Kyle Busch was at Hendrick were the coolest. Oh boy.
Yeah, not so much celebration here with Kyle.
Is she a
Busch.
robot?
This is not where he wanted to end up. You had to battle for the lead.
Have him
there.
talk to Todd Bodine again.
Sheldon Creed, what happened?
I don't know. Cessna Tundra was pretty good. We were up front there leading, and caution come out and just bunched us all back up together, and we got a decent, not a great restart, but a decent restart. We're all even getting into one, and John Hunter just slid me and got the lead, and then I was trying to figure out what I could do to fight him back and get the lead back, but then got drilled in the left rear, so that basically handed the win to the Ford truck, and we were just fighting for second there on out. So that's our year. That's what it is, and I guess I'll be back in 22 sometime. So I don't know when, but congrats to John Hunter. That's good for the company. 1-2 again. Trucks are definitely rolling really good right now. Tundras are fast, so get some more Rowdy energy. Get ready for later.
No worse finish than
2 out of 5 ain't bad, Rowdy.
Validated was the word that John Hunter Nemechek used when we were coming into the race today about those 4 wins that he's had so far.
John Hunter interview, and then we'll get off here till 3 o'clock.
It was after a battle with the boss man. I am getting drenched by this water down here. John Hunter, validated was what you said yesterday, but after beating
Go ahead and turn my PS2 on. I'm going to play some NASCAR 2005 before the Cup race starts later.
It just means a lot. This whole group works so hard. These guys never gave up. We weren't very good the first stage, and we were off and pitted. I think we told you yesterday we were only planning on 1 stop, but we ended up way more. So overall, just proud of everyone at KBM. The Fab Shop, Jerry Painter. Sorry about that. Power Up.
John Hunter is a wheel man, no doubt about it.
Partners that help make this whole program go.
Disappointing day for Haley Deegan.
Without Kyle and Toyota, I wouldn't have had it. So very blessed. Taylor and Aspen are at home watching. They were going to make the trip today, but didn't end up coming. So
nobody gets more upset about races that don't really matter like Kyle Busch.
Super pumped. 5 wins this year and beat Kyle. So 3 for 5 against Kyle is pretty good odds.
Take me inside the car. See, they gave you the confidence to make that move.
The 38 gave me a big push. Shout out to Todd Gillen. We had an excellent restart, timed it right, and then I kind of cleared myself there. Hirschman was still staying outside in the middle 1 and 2, and I thought I was clearing my mirror and slid up and took the air away from Kyle, and after that we set sail. The fastest truck definitely won today.
Points lead continues for John Hunter Nemechek, now 5-time winner on the season, Vince.
All right, boys and girls, I'm taking a break. We'll be back around 3 for the Cup race. So go take a nap, have a shower and a shit and a shave, whatever you got to do. I'll see y'all back here around 3.